Hello and welcome to the Hoof GP. Today we're looking at glue and how they work, what ones I use, why I use them, and maybe why you should use them. Guys, this is the Hoof GP, and it's actually an old edition in some ways. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it, and give this video a big thumbs up. Today you're joining me as I trim a cow who has a sole ulcer. Sometimes it's possible to get the weight off of that sore area through trimming alone, but often we need to use a block. So today we're looking more closely at the glue that sticks those blocks to these cows' feet. So this cow has a typical sole ulcer. That is exactly what this is, and it's the main reason that we routine trim dairy cattle. But because this one has maybe missed one of our routine trims, she's developed a sole ulcer, so we're gonna need a block, and these are things farmers have been using literally for years and years and years. They used to use steel blocks, believe it or not, guard the feet, then they used wooden blocks, and now we use rubber polymer block. But what glue do I use and why? Ever since hoof trimming came on the radar for me around 22 or 23 years ago, Bovibond has been attached to that mental image I've had. My stepfather used to use a crush very similar to this one, and in fact he actually built this one. My stepfather, Davy McGarvey, was a hoof trimmer for 27 years and he loved the Bovibond brand. Davy's working week was far harder than mine is today, using the machine you see me using now and the trimming techniques you can also see me doing right now in the background. So when Bovibond came along, it was a hugely welcome helping hand. He no longer had to nail on cow shoes or mix powder and liquid type glues. This product was a game changer for Davy. So when I started out as a professional hoof trimmer, it was only natural that I came to use and came to love the Bovibond brand. The only trouble was that Bovibond's success actually led to its slight failure. You see, Bovibond produced so many cartridges of glue that the mould used for that cartridge began to wear, and it was unfixable. So Vetec, the company who produced Bovibond, outsourced the cartridge, and it really didn't go very well. Those cartridges split and caused lots of problems for trimmers like me, so we began to try other glues. Until... Right, so we're back to modern day, and here is the glue we're using today. This is Bovibond glue by Vetec. I have been using this ever since I started hoof trimming. My stepfather before me used this, and they've actually been producing hoof trimming glues for about 25 years. So these guys have been around for the duration. They've changed the cartridge, the glue is still the same, and that is why I am back to Bovibond. I've been back using it around probably a year now or so, and I love it. Now the cartridge is sorted, it's bigger and better than ever. It mixes the glue even better than it did, but it's the same awesome glue that they have always used, and that's why we stick with it. In case you haven't guessed, Bovibond are now sponsoring us. They didn't need to, because I was going to use their glue anyway, and I've been using it constantly, as you guys have seen on the channel, but it's nice that they are. So thanks, Bovibond. So here is their brand new cartridge, which isn't brand new actually, it's about a year old, but it's still awesome. So launch it in the gun, easy as can be, click it in, push the slider forward, remove this collar, and the little plunger comes out. That's the plunger. Chuck a new nozzle in, put the collar back on, and you're good to go. And if you look in there, it actually mixes the polymer glue together because it's a 2-pack, and that's actually what starts to get the glue setting. Our next job is to flatten the hoof and prepare it for the block. So this foot is actually the perfect size right now, but what we need to do is remove all the dirt, make sure it's completely flat, dry and free from any grease or dirt or debris so that the glue can stick properly. And Bovibond doesn't actually need any heat to set, but we do it just to ensure that there is no moisture whatsoever on the base of the foot. Bovibond was actually developed about 25 years ago by chemists working in the dental industry, who then realised that it could work for cows' feet as well. And ever since then it's been used on millions upon millions of cows all across the world. It's always been the same awesome glue, which is why I stick to it, and we don't need to change it in the winter like some other glues, which is why we use it all year round. So usually we apply the glue to the foot directly. You can apply it to the block just like this. It squeezes out really easily, and as it's coming out, it's mixing on the base of the foot. You don't need to mix it again or anything like that. Once it's on the block, you can just put it straight on the foot. Give it a little squidge around. All you need to do is hold it in position for about 15 to 20 seconds to make sure that the glue starts to set and the block is not going to move at all. And once you've done that, you can let go. That's it. And then that's it. You leave the nozzle on, or you can put the plunger back in. This will be ruined, so you'll have to change it next time. But that is the point of this mixing tip. It mixes the glue. Although the glue sets up in about 15 seconds, it takes around 2 minutes to fully cure, which for us is about perfect. Bovie Bond is available all over the world. America, South America, Europe, Asia, every single place. Maybe not Antarctica actually. But if you're living in Europe right now and you want a free sample, then head over to the link at the top of the description below this video and we will send you out a free sample for you guys to try. You don't need to buy in, you don't need to do anything, you just need to fill out your details. But for everybody else who would like Bovie Bond just to get straight to work and just will trust in me, then head over to hoofshop.co.uk, cowsfeet.co.uk or anywhere else like that. I'll leave a load of links in the description where you can buy it near you. Okay, I've kind of got to confess, this obviously isn't an old Bovie Bond cartridge, but it is exactly the same as the old ones that I used to use, and no word of a lie, they used to crack all the time, and that was the problem with the cartridges that Bovie Bond kind of changed to, the old ones, not the new ones. And I was doing this for a kind of joke to make it, like, just to show how the glue worked and stuff, but actually, I don't want to show you the brand of glue because I don't want to slag them off. But the cartridge has just split as I'm using it. So yeah, that doesn't happen with the new Bovie Bond cartridges. But like I said, this is not a new Bovie Bond cartridge. It's not even Bovie Bond glue. It's a different competitor glue that I had sitting in my shed. But this is what used to happen. You see it's split all the way down there and the glue comes out the back. Doesn't happen now though. Luckily this cow was also only a model cow, so she's free to go without a block anyway. It's not easy being a hoof trimming, a YouTubing hoof trimmer, or whatever it is I am. Oh, that's not a good sign, is it?